This week on the show, I didn't hit record on all the devices, but we still have the show. It's just not as crispy as usual, and the audio is going to sound a little bit different. But we still had a good conversation, good show, a big reveal from Queen Pruitt, and I share some updates and just take a look at a very proud moment. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back. Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit, coming to you live on YouTube. I am Ant Pruitt, freelance creator at large, be it for photography, be it for modeling, be it for VO, be it for whatever the heck it is in this here space. Hope y'all doing well. I am unbelievable as always, hanging out with the one and only Biscuit. Threw your curveball. Nobody saw that. What's happening over there? That, y'all, is Queen Pruitt, also known as Phoebe Pruitt. How you be over there? All right.
I'm sorry.
Well, there's that. Yeah, we're off to a roaring start on this show, as we usually are.
You caught me in mid saliva.
Oh, okay.
Recycling.
Interesting.
Because I think that's what it does.
Never heard that phrase, but continue.
Because it is.
Keep
doesn't
talking.
it recycle? Doesn't it recycle? It just comes. You swallow it back down into your body and end up. It comes back later, maybe some kind of way, or you just produce more. But it's recycled. Saliva is recycled.
I'm just going to nod and act like I'm listening. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Folks, this is a podcast where we like to sit down each and every week and just talk about regular, everyday people's shit. You know, this is not the podcast full of actors that are A-list celebrities or anything like that. We're going to talk about some stuff that all of you regular, everyday people, just like us, can relate to. Well, not everything, because some of y'all don't relate to the same stuff that we black folks relate to. Let's just put that out there. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. If you're watching live on YouTube, please hit subscribe right now and hit thumbs up and like and share as well. I appreciate the folks hanging out here in the live chat, including those that came in early. We got Cinder Fractal that came in early in the live chat, and it looks like it cut off her $5 super chat that came in before the dadgum show. Thank you so much for that $5 donation and super chat, Miss Cinder Fractal. We do appreciate you. I got a little sound for that. Yeah, baby.
Thank you, Cinder Fractal. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And then also shout out to my man, Mr. John Helm, up in the house with a $5 super chat. Thank you again, brother. Good to see you.
Hey, John. Hey, boo. Hey.
And also in the house, we have a special guest, Finn Martin, also known as Matt.
Finn.
Are you lost, dude?
It's so good to see you in here, and thank you so much for that 420.
You must be lost.
I feel
this internet is a big place. And
it's really nice to have you here.
He ended up in our show, in our live stream. That's so freaking awesome. All right. Well, folks, got a lot that we can get into, but we're only going to keep y'all for an hour, roughly-ish. First things first. Somebody over there is finishing up with dadgum school and the semester and all that good stuff. And then someone also...
Not finishing up. Someone has finished. I am finished. I am finished. The semester's over. I could do some more. I probably will. I actually have one of my classmates to do some editing for me because you wouldn't. So she's going to edit a video for me and get it right. And yes, Cinder Fractal. And then there's also,
if we take a look, if we look a little bit closer, folks, I'm not doing a freeze frame. Somebody's got the fences off their teeth. All these teeth showing up in the house now. There are no more braces, and I got to tell you, we just scream hallelujah and thank goodness, thank God that crap is done. So Yeah, I mean, ooh, y'all. Also, I can show y'all this. See,
Yeah,
right there, all these teeth. Little update on the show.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's the best part.
But I'm glad that that's squared away. The important question for you, now that you got no braces, what was the first thing you ate?
I went and stopped. First, I stopped at Walmart neighborhood to get apple and some popcorn. And I picked up an apple and went to the popcorn area and dropped the apple, and it rolled up under the popcorn area thing. But it was not the apple that I really wanted, because I like Golden Delicious apples. So I wasn't mad. I was like, okay, so just not working out. So I left there and went to Trader Joe's and thought I was going to get a Golden Delicious apple because they have lots of fruit, but they too did not have Golden Delicious apples, only everything else.
Unfortunately.
So, but I wanted a damn apple. Like, I wanted an apple like right then. I remember how apples used to, are you struggling much?
Go ahead. I'm just killing this video switcher. You can keep going because this is an audio show as well. So the people listening were here.
Yes.
Could have just kept going.
So, what was I saying? Wait a minute. I'm got a cough.
So I'm just laughing at the fact that you dropped the apple, unfortunately.
Okay, so I dropped the apple and went to Trader Joe's. They still didn't have the apple that I wanted. So I was like, well, let me just go ahead and get one. Just one apple. Mm-hmm. And got the apple and got in the car and didn't have anything really, but I wanted a damn apple before I left. I wanted that apple bad. And I got video of it. I don't know what happened to it, but I might be able to find it. But I used some hand sanitizer and soaked it up with the hand sanitizer because people just touch all the apples. Because I know I touched all the apples to make sure they wasn't rotten and everything.
Of course.
And it was the most delicious thing. And then the first bite was good, but the second bite, believe it or not, was even better. I guess because I felt more comfortable biting and my teeth were still in my mouth after biting.
Is this safe? Oh.
That's what I think happened. Like, let me make sure my teeth not going, because they didn't give me no retainer or anything talking about you got to come back in 8 days. And I'm like, what now?
I'm going to tell you, I ain't seeing them.
They just went ahead and sized them because, the times have changed. It's not the same like it used to be. They do the little wand over your teeth and send it in, and you go back.
Yeah,
and,
a little scan there.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I know one thing. I wouldn't be going back.
I'm going back to get that dang retainer.
Y'all be trying to trick me into getting something else.
No, they not.
Have me in braces yet again.
It was like, you're an adult. You can make the choice. But, I'm like, yes, I do know, and I'm done. Because I sit and look at the actors on TV, and all their teeth not like perfectly straight or lined up in the middle.
The majority of them are. The majority of folks out there
have straight teeth, but
yeah.
Am I getting all up in their mouth to see if they middle teeth on top and the bottom line up?
No, you ain't doing all that.
Right.
No. Pull your mic a little closer to you. Just, because you start talking off of it again. But anyway, I'm happy for you and glad that that's done.
Thank you.
I'm more so happy for myself because I'm tired of dang braces being an issue for whatever dadgum reason. So that was 2 big milestones for you.
I know food. I've been able to eat the food that we didn't have no leftovers since I ate the steak.
Almost all the food. You still can't you still battle with the whole gluten thing, unfortunately.
I battle with it, but I've been eating it. I'm just swollen, and I've gained like 45 pounds.
No, that might be me gaining all the weight here recently, especially after the weekend we had. I'm trying to catch up on the chat because my window was out of the way. So sorry for missing the live chat, y'all, because y'all are chatting it up in there. Show title, Wanted That Damn Apple.
Oh, me too.
I
did, and it was delicious. It was so delicious.
Good stuff. So with far as class goes, okay, so you are finished. Mm-hmm. What's the next phase? For you, what do you got in mind? What are you thinking?
To do some Cinderella chores tomorrow. And
I told y'all this is everyday people.
To do some Cinderella chores.
Because that's totally not what I was going for, but continue.
I know, but this is, I mean, I got to take it moment by moment, you know. Mm-hmm. Fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal, you know, moment to moment.
Sure.
The real fans will know where I get that from, you know. The real fans.
Okay, sure.
But nope, not School of Rock.
No School of Rock?
That's not from School of Rock. School of Rock is next, and I've been going to rehearsal. We have our next rehearsal on Monday, the holiday, and I did get an extra role in that.
And what is this role? What is said extra role?
So they just compound the teachers. It was going to be 2 separate teachers doing these singing parts, but now it's just one teacher.
This, folks, is what we call a budget cut.
Yeah. Well, the people didn't come. They didn't come back.
Oh no, that's too bad.
There was somebody there, and she came, but she just didn't come back.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
But that's the thing when you're dealing with, because this is volunteer, and people's schedules are all over the place, and they're like, "Man, I ain't getting nothing out of this." So it's real easy for people to quit stuff like this, right? Mm-hmm. Or is that an assumption on my part?
No, it is. It's not really.
Why does your camera keep freezing?
Like for me, we haven't signed a contract or anything. Surprisingly, mm-hmm. Usually in the other plays that I was in, we had to sign a contract. We haven't signed a contract.
What exactly did said contract cover?
Just saying you're going to show up and you'll be on time.
That.
Are you going to be nice?
You're going to be a friggin' adult, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Well, good. Let's see. So.
Oh, yeah. They did send me home. I'm trying to assume, I'm looking at Android over here. Apple crisp is good, John, and that's what I ended up eating in the car. They just expensive to me for no reason. I can do a go to Delicious more, and then
all stuff good for you is expensive. That's just a thing.
Yeah, but Apple, they not that good. Sometimes they can be huge too, and you bite into it and it's like, where's the sweetness? They said this is the sweetest apple. They offered me or had a pamphlet out for insurance on my retainers. Is that, I thought, that made me think about it when Finn said something about talk about a retainer.
The upsell, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I'm going to have to reboot your camera because whatever reason but we'll get to that in the break time.
Oh, I just see me talking in the couch. Oh, you're talking about the up close part?
Yeah.
I understand.
But we can handle that in the break.
You know, a photographer, those headshots, for real, please tell them that I want a white background. Because I think white brings out my eyes, you know. So you do... let me know about
how about you go down to Shutterbug Camera over there on Santa Rosa Avenue. Shout out to Shutterbug Camera. And go pick up some Savage Seamless White photo paper. Get a roll of that.
Okay.
And get it in you can do the 36 inch. Yeah, you can do 36, 48. You don't necessarily have to do the 72. So, yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Affirmative?
Yes.
Oh man.
It is time to get headshots, get to work, and that's the goal.
Yeah.
I'm reading in here.
Oh, you're reading the chat. Yeah,
I wish y'all could talk.
Well, maybe that'll come at some point. I have a live stage kind of thing at some point, but we're not there yet. From my perspective, again, I'm happy for you, and all this stuff is out of the way. I'm really more so excited about the braces being gone because the braces were a limitation. You said that. I never really thought about it, but you knew more about it than I did, and it makes a ton of sense.
It does. People do get braces when they're acting, but it's Invisalign or something.
Yeah,
they're not getting the wiry, inexpensive
barbed wire fence in your
on
mouth
teeth. Yeah, because those are they're the lesser.
Yeah,
they're the cheaper.
Well, I'm happy for that because I'm sure it's time for the other doors to start to open up. I'm
happy for you.
I wanted to talk about, because it's still been a slow week, and
it's gonna be.
I just been working on doing just searching the job gigs and things like that, and just like I normally do. And I shot 2 baseball games this week, and I got another one to shoot now on Saturday because this is the playoff championship series and whatnot. So I'm happy about that. But I did have a interview today. I won't say who the interview was with, but man, we're crossing our fingers and hoping this thing worked, because the interview went really, really well in my opinion. And at least they sure sounded like they were happy and dig it. And I told them about you as well. And the thing is I hate this. It's just freaking timing. There's like, is she there? And I was like, no, she's not in here right now.
It's always like that, though. That's what it is about being an actor. You have to be there when it's your time. And that's how you know it's your time, because you're available. And that's why they tell you, actor, you cannot have a full-time job, because you would not be available ever. Yeah,
and and they brought up this stuff as far as scheduling and things like that. But, we'll see. But I basically just tried to pitch myself and just be me. Did the whole self-tape thing beforehand, and just told them, look, I need this. Just straight up. I was like, I need this. And what made me laugh was one of the first things they said was when they when they pulled up the self-tape, there was like, wow, his voice. It's like, he's got that nice mic and nice voice. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, check. Because I've told you before in the past, whenever I wanted to pitch people or have like an interview with someone, I've always felt like my advantage is to do that interview over Zoom because of our setup. Our setup don't look like anybody else's. Our setup doesn't sound like anybody else's. So we automatically make a huge impression the second they hit join, and that has helped in the past with some of the other freelance stuff I did, other than the people shitting on me. But yeah, so it was nice. Oh, hold up. I see a super chat in here. Hold on. How did I miss that? Super chat in from Cinder Fractal for $10 donation. Thank you.
Ooh.
And she says celebration for the braces removal. Yes, thank you so much, Cinder Fractal.
You can't see it, but I'm smiling really big.
We appreciate
really big. You'll see it later. Yeah, I'll have it where you see. Hey, but I see them glowing over there though, because I put a lot of work into these, and I haven't even whitened them yet.
Of course. Now, speaking of teeth,
took a lot of coffee.
Speaking of teeth, so they talked about the self-tape, talked about just how my voice looked, and then she's just wanting to know a little bit more about me and yada yada yada, and then she's like, well, let me just say your teeth are beautiful. And
oh my gosh,
and so
is she flirting?
And so as she's saying this stuff, what's going through the back of my head is all the grief you be trying to give me.
No, I think I help you have those white teeth because I make sure that you pay attention to them.
I brush my. You act like I don't do it. I brush my teeth.
Just tell me, if you had somebody that was like not constantly like, I really like white teeth. You want this toothpaste? I bought this toothpaste. Let me get this toothpaste. Let me buy you this toothbrush.
Okay, so let's do this.
Spinner
let's
type
do this.
thing. Because you know that was on top of the list.
What you don't understand is I care about my teeth too. I don't care about my teeth to the OCD level that you do. I do like for my teeth to be clean, but I'm not going out to get braces or anything like that. But I don't want yellowy, plaquey, tartared teeth, so I'm just not on the OCD level like you are. No, I'm not buying special toothpaste and things like that. That's what you do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I just make sure you have it.
I go buy whatever the regular toothpaste is.
Make sure you have toothpaste.
There's regular toothpaste in there. If you haven't bought it, I go and buy regular toothpaste, and I still use old school peroxide. That's it. That's the only thing I do.
I know.
So,
and keep doing.
But that ain't got nothing.
Good work.
I tell you. Let me break it down to you.
Oh,
it ain't got nothing to do with you, dear.
His head is swelling up. I'm gonna need for you to bring it down some levels.
Hold up. No,
bring it down.
It ain't got nothing to do with you. That's me. So yeah, shout out to them for noticing the smile and the teeth.
Oh
I appreciate that.
Oh my god! I think I'm gonna be sick. This is too much. Too much.
But I think the interview went very well, and hopefully I know a little more about it and can share a little bit more about it within a week, maybe 2. But yeah. I'm pretty pumped up about it, and we'll see what's going to happen from there. You are checking out Everyday People doing everyday shit here on YouTube and whatever podcast app you enjoy. Thank y'all for being here. Live chat is running they yaps over there. The beautiful black man with beautiful white teeth, says Finn. You're damn right.
Oh,
John
my
Helm.
God.
John Helm with Mr. Irresistible. Yep, that is correct.
Alrighty.
Cinder Fractal with the one who gets chicken parts he wants. Yep. And the cute gap. Yep. Damn right. All these facts up in here. I don't see anything false. Do you? Because I don't.
Nothing. Not at all. It's all words.
Ooh, thank y'all for
all
being
words.
here. Appreciate y'all checking us out each and every week. Right now, we are going to pause briefly for a bit of an ad break. My man Finn up in the house, he don't like ads, so we're going to pause, give him a break, and y'all stay right there. We'll be right back. And we're back. Everyday people doing everyday shit on whatever podcast app you enjoy. I am at Pruitt sitting over here, and Phoebe Pruitt sitting over there, and Biscuit sitting back here out of view for whatever reason. Fine by me. Anyway, hope y'all doing well. We just talked about some of the stuff that's been going on with her in school, and then I had an interview. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some other recent family things that's happened, and I thought it's pretty funny. If you're looking at the camera, if you're looking at the video version, you'll see I'm holding this little cup here. Actually, it's supposed to be a bowl, but it ended up being a cup. It ended up being a cup / mug with the weird handle on it. And this was made by Ye Hardhead, Mr. Isaiah. He made this while in college in his ceramics class. And it is absolutely a hideous cup, but I freaking love this thing. So this is an honor for him. We had a visit with Hardhead this past weekend. Very, very grateful. Also able to visit with my mother and sister and nephew, as there was a graduation ceremony for said Hardhead. And Queen Pruitt, it was quite the scene and quite moving. And you mind if I just sort of paint the picture, if you will? You mind? Okay. So, and then also Biscuit just wants to ruin everything with all the damn noise. What is your problem? Get the hell out of here.
He's barking at The one who lives in the house.
Jeez.
Hair raised and everything.
Gosh.
He's so stressed out.
Damn, dog. Almost over nothing.
His hair is stressed out. He's barking.
Yeah, he ran off. I can't see him now. He ran out of the room.
Unbelievable.
Good gosh. Well, anyway, let me paint the picture for you. So we hit the road and go up to Northern Oregon, Forest Grove, Oregon, to be exact, because we have the graduation ceremony to attend. Prior to getting there, we're thinking about, dang, it's Northern Oregon. It's going to be freaking cold. And then we look at the weather report and it says, crap, it's going to rain in the morning, right when the freaking ceremony is going to start. So everybody is sort of up in arms, especially our Carolina family that ain't used to this type of weather. And it's like, wait a minute, it's cold over there. We need to bring sweaters? Yes, bring some sleeves, bring some layers, So graduation morning comes. We hit the road. We drive through all of the groves and vineyards of Northern Oregon and get to the stadium. It's gloomy. It's cloudy, but it's still graduation. Mm-hmm. We make our way into the stadium. We sit down. The kids start filing in. All the graduates starts to file in. And you sit down and you're standing over in a corner just looking up at the sky and trying your best to coax the sun to come over into this here stadium.
Oh, get it right. I literally was talking to the sky. Yes. The people around me was looking at me crazy at the moment.
Hence the word coats the sun. You were talking to the sun. So
I was standing up because you could see the sun. You had to, if you're going to say my part, let me paint this.
Okay, go ahead.
The sun was like, that right behind the clouds so you could see where it is in the sky, but it was just clouds right there. So I was just up there standing and I was like, move away. Mm-hmm. Move away.
She was. And now I'm going to
move away. No rain here today.
This is true. And so I'm going to continue. She was doing all of that and people looking at her. She cares less. Yes. She's doing the damn thing. You know what? She's doing the damn thing. And so the ceremony starts. They go through and start calling out all of the eligible graduates and lining them up. And they start walking up to the stage and it's still cloudy. And it's still a little bit cold. And they keep naming them off one by one by one. And then they finally get to Hardhead. And out comes the sunshine.
Oh.
Out comes the sunshine. And it was freaking magnificent because he walked on that stage.
Ayland, Isaiah. Oh.
And then that happens.
Oh my goodness. Now,
so, yeah. So
I was so excited when they said this first thing, right? I was like,
yeah.
Oh, the sun is coming out. No, the sun had to come out before then because he made a message. He sent us a message. The sun started
to come out and he's walking up on the stage.
No way the sun is going to come out. He sent us a message.
It was absolutely beautiful. He got up there on that stage and they're going to call his name out.
Ayland, Isaiah. Oh, Raylan Isaiah Pruitt.
No. Look at him.
That's Hardhead. So, yeah. But I got to tell you, we got to check the tape here. So, prior to that, what most people don't realize is that Pacific University, it's a lot of Asian kids there and a lot of Polynesian kids there and some white kids and 2 or 3 black kids. Okay. But a lot of Asian Polynesian contingent there. Yes. So the names are not going to be Tyler Johnson these names are going to be
Raylan Isaiah.
These names are going to be polysyllabic. Okay. And a lot of names that's very difficult to pronounce.
Very.
And this lady that's, calling out the names, she had to go through and phonetically say these names as best she could. And she did a really good job.
She was killing it.
She did a really good job.
She was killing it with those kids' names. Now, Isaiah was saying that they were telling her when they got up there, but those names were hella long. I don't know that they were able to tell these people their entire name and she say it out loud like that.
They were ridiculously difficult.
My gosh!
But she deserves a lot of credit. I will say that
she did.
So I'm thinking by the time got to him, her brain just went like, "What the hell? This is a normal name, a easy to say name," and just.
She was still trying to pronounce it that way.
Vomited on herself, but
yeah.
But let's check the tape here, though. This is something where it made me just hit my chest. Watch this. Just check the tape.
Raylan Isaiah. Oh,
that right there. That right there, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see on the screen now? My boy.
Quickly
looked at this woman like, what?
Probably like he said.
Get the name right, so that right there, that's just.
Isaiah. Oh,
what?
Raylan Isaiah Pruitt.
You gotta put some respect on my name.
He flipped it around like that's right.
Damn right. So yeah, that was the event, and shout out to all of those graduates there. And a bit of an asterisk, let me make sure I'm clear here. He has one more semester. He'll be finishing up after that semester, but he was able to walk and graduate. So yeah, he'll be in school for the rest of this year, and then he'll be done. But very, very proud of him. I thought it was a very good weekend, and being able to see him and see the rest of our family and everybody shared it together. Shout out to my moms for all the money she spent up there and buying all this great food, because man,
so awesome.
We ate good up in that place. Man, we ate good.
Your mom is awesome. She is an amazing woman.
She is. And while we were there, and I was chatting with the folks in Patreon a little bit while I was there, when I wasn't taking it in, I was sharing some stuff with the folks at Patreon. One of the things we attended was this little joint called Hopscotch. Mm-hmm. And they are not sponsoring this here video, but damn it, they're getting some credit from me, because I'm really impressed by what they presented. So let me see if I can share the screen here. So we'll do that. All right, so this is it. If you see in the screen, you're seeing these people walking through these interesting, different art exhibits, and they're all very, very interactive. The thing is, though, you walk through this event, through this venue, and you don't get the whole pretentious vibe of, oh yeah, we're in here to look at some art. You literally got people in there jumping through these little plastic balls and playing with lasers and painting stuff on the wall. That's a wall full of garbage bags. 86,000 garbage bags created that. Yes, I'm the dude that read the stupid plaques about all of the art. But yeah, it is a really, really cool place. And they have two locations. One's in Portland, Oregon, and the other one is in San Antonio, Texas, which surprised me. I wouldn't have thought San Antonio. I would have thought Austin. Oh. Not San Antonio. But as they say here on their website, Hopscotch is an immersive and experiential brand that brings together artists in collaborative environments to create unique, impactful, and distinct shared experiences. We believe art can be a vessel to tell stories and illuminate important messages of the past, present, and future. It was really cool. There's one spot in there, like this little light room thing. I don't know what to call them, but it's like little light balls or whatever. And I thought they made some really great photo ops. Pull one up there. Like, this is you standing in the middle of those lights, and I just love how that looks.
Because it was purple.
I mean, but it would change colors and just really give you this cool. There was one shot that I shared in Patreon, and it looked like you were in the Matrix, like you could have been a Matrix trailer.
And the way it's like the music came through, it was I kept thinking if I moved more that the music would play more for whatever reason.
Oh, right.
I don't know if it went with our body movement. It felt like that sometimes, but
no,
it wasn't.
They programmed the lighting on the DMX. The tech people know what I'm talking about. They programmed the lighting to work with the music there, and it really did sell the show. But there was that image, and then there's this one here, and this one is we're standing on this little bouncy floor kind of thing. Excuse me. Bouncy floor kind of thing, but it wasn't like a huge trampoline or something. It's just springy, if you will. But then they had this light show going on all around you, and it just did all kinds of things. And literally, if you're a hippie, you're gonna you're really gonna bring out the inner hippie.
Yeah, I started
going
dancing.
into that. So
I was dancing and motioning through. It was wonderful.
It was pretty cool.
I really enjoyed it.
It was pretty cool. But yeah, I wanted to give them a shout out for Hopscotch in Portland. So my man Matt Lee, if you're in there, you should probably go check that out. Oh, we just had another super chat come in. Holy moly.
74
Holy moly. 74 Hobbs in the house with the $20 donation. Thank you, my man. First time watching live, he says. Thank you. Yes, I watch his videos. I watch his food shorts on YouTube. Thank you. Really do appreciate that there. Super chat. And but yeah, Matt, y'all should go check it out up in Portland. Go take the little one up there. It's pretty neat experience. I think even you'll like it too. It's really chill. They have this bar area, like a little lounge at the end.
Or the beginning.
Or it's actually at the beginning too. Yeah, it's at the beginning. So
it reminds me of a mini
it's like a loop, right? Yeah.
Like IKEA.
Yeah. Yeah. Nailed it. But yeah, check that out. That's Hopscotch up in Portland. I'm going to pause one more time for a quick break. And there's another thing that I wanted to show before we get up out of here. This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. I'm Aunt Pruitt. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. If you're watching live on YouTube, man, thank y'all for being here. And this first shot coming back, we got Biscuit doing his thing, but during the break, he was doing something else, and you're only going to get that in the unedited version of Patreon. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that dude is not right. But thank y'all for being here. And if you are interested in joining said Patreon community and being a part of the extended family, feel free to pop on in there for free. Go to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. You can join for free, or you can join one of the paid tiers. But hey, that's where it's at. That's where we have all of our interesting conversations and ramblings and rants all about during the week about any and everything everyday people. So going over to patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt and join the extended family. Thank you so much. Now, before we get out of here, there was something else I wanted to touch on, and it is some footage. We got video footage, folks. Not my video footage, but footage from you, Queen Pruitt.
Okay. So, that's if they want to see it, because I mean, I'm not trying to inflict anything on y'all.
No, it's not about that.
It was a part of.
It's not about that. I want to show the footage. You holding it in. She's trying to hold it in. She's trying not to interrupt, and I swear her face went to a spasm. What was that?
I did it. Okay.
Your face just totally spasmed.
Proceed.
Oh God. So no, I wanted to show the video. You shared it with me and you put it in the show prep folder, so it's fair game. So but I wanted to share it with the rest of the community and our audience because I think it's fascinating. Okay, so now, not that we're trying to big time anybody or anything like that. I just think it's fascinating. Okay, so you got your hand raised. What is it?
Did you watch it?
I did.
Oh, okay. Both of them?
I did.
You notice I didn't say both of them.
This is true. Good on you. But
yeah.
You should have said both of them. Okay. So, but yes, I did watch them. Did you have any? Did you have anything you want to add before I bring these up?
Yes. So one of them is from Girls Trip. We had to do a comedic scene, and it was fine.
Okay, never mind. I'm cutting you off.
The other one,
I'm cutting you off. We can let you explain what they are
after.
Later.
Okay.
Okay. So this is why I'm a producer. So let's go ahead and pull up the first video, and we'll share my screen. Let's see. Share my. Wait a minute. Hold on. What is live chat saying? Because I'm sure I'm missing something.
Braces are off.
Oh yeah, that's why you got good enunciation.
He said we're getting some sneak peek for OnlyFans shit.
Yes, you're getting sneak peek OnlyFans shit. Damn it! Yeah,
oh my god,
that's what you're getting here. All right, now let me share my screen here. So we'll pop this over
it's
here.
Funny. It's funny.
And hit that button there. So you should see the screen, right? See my screen?
Dina, it has come to my attention that you have had a bit of a
Is that a yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
I see it.
Okay,
I
great.
thought you were talking. Yeah.
conflict with a fellow employee.
All right, so let's run this back, and I'm gonna turn up the volume a
It has
little
come
bit.
to my attention that you have had a bit of a conflict with a fellow employee.
No, not really.
The point is, physically assaulting a coworker just because he accidentally stole your...
Accidentally? Is that what he told you? He knew that was my Gogurt. That motherfucker's crazy for that shit.
Be that as it may, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. I'm gonna need to terminate you. I'm letting you go.
Word?
Word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good looking out, Ted. Thanks for letting me go, man. I appreciate that. Ain't nothing but water under the bridge.
Dina, there's no water and no bridge. You're fired.
Why you making me feel like I'm an apprentice or something? Look, I get it. You're upset. I shouldn't be throwing things in the place of work.
Why are you making air quotes? This is a place of work.
Lesson learned. Wow, you so understanding. Oh, by the way, me and my girls going to the Essence Festival this weekend. We about to turn up. So I'm gonna need Friday off.
Okay, Dina, you can get all days off because you no longer work here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Totally. See you bright and early Tuesday morning. Give or take a couple of hours depending on traffic.
Wait, Dina, we're not done here.
Yes, we are, Ted.
Dina!
Bye, Ted.
Okay, so I got to give you the applause on that.
That was fun.
'Cause that was a heck of an effort.
And we had fun.
Heck of an effort.
We just had fun.
I have thoughts on said video though.
Okay.
Okay, so Matt in the chat says bye, Felicia. Yeah, that is definitely a bit of a bye, Felicia vibe going on there.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this and I'm like, you are really having to act because this is not you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're not hoodtastic. Mm-hmm. You know, you ain't all nonchalant. That's not you. You know, but you are pulling it off in this role, and I wanted to give you your credit for that. And then there was another spot here.
So we about girls. Oh, word.
Why are you making air quotes? This is a place of work.
Right here.
Lesson learned. Wow, you so understanding. Oh, by the way.
See, I've seen that chick. I've seen that dude that acts like that. That's not you, but you're pulling it off.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Right here. So I'm like, this is good. And then, hold on, this part here. Hold on.
You're fired.
Why you making me feel like I'm an apprentice or something? Look, I get it. You're upset. I shouldn't be throwing things in the place of work.
Why are you making air quotes? This is a place of work.
Lesson learned. Wow, you so understand.
I'm watching that and I'm like, I've had those conversations where it's like
Go right over the head.
she hears me but don't hear me.
Right over here.
And you kill that. So I'm gonna give you your props.
Shout outs to Tiffany Haddish.
I give you your props on that. Well done. And then there's another one that I wanted to show. Because again, you put it in the show notes or show prep. So if I exit the full screen, I can get to it maybe. There. Had the wrong
I
button.
don't see it over here.
Okay. So now, no, you don't see it yet. All right. So now this one is fascinating because I actually had the honor and pleasure of rehearsing this with you and helping you run lines. And I was curious to see how this was going to turn out on camera for your class. So this is a little bit longer, but I'm going to skip through some of it. So let's go ahead and play it.
Oh my God.
Everyone ready? Back up a little bit. Action.
So she's
Great
in
color on me, isn't it?
I guess.
I've seen that look.
Well, is it or isn't it?
No,
I've asked that question and gotten that look right there too.
it isn't. It makes you look like a corpse. Is that specific enough for you?
I've got a great idea. Let's get a facial.
Can't. Michael's meeting ends in an hour and we have to head to the airport.
Oh, Hill, look at these baby clothes.
Oh, so sweet! I can't wait to have a baby.
Are you doing it soon?
Absolutely. Having a baby is the most important thing to me. Without them, I'd feel invincible.
Filled.
Visible.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so you screwed up a line there, but no biggie. No biggie. So you screwed up the line, but that's okay. But I want to set the scene for people listening to the audio only. So she's replaying a scene from some movie. I don't know.
Beaches.
Beaches.
We have to get a shout
And
out.
there-
It's Beaches.
Beaches.
With Bette Midler.
Bette Midler. Oh, legendary.
Yes, old.
So she's in this scene and they're going through her clothing rack like in a shopping mall, and she's definitely not feeling it being there.
Yeah.
And just watching those first couple of frames of it, I'm like, yeah, she's killing it because those looks, that look right there. Yep, know it.
We're best friends and we're mad
know
at
it,
each other
know
right
it
now.
very well. Know that look very well. That's the angry. This look right here with the chin up and looking down over your nose.
I don't know about that.
You're doing it right there. You're doing it so naturally. So, yeah, I know that
Oh
look.
my
So
gosh.
again, I'm just trying to give you some credit.
Oh, it's
on that.
hilarious.
And so let me fast forward a little bit more.
Expressive
So
eyebrows.
right here, the chat said expressive eyebrows.
He said,
Yeah.
and scene.
All right, so now I'm gonna continue on just a little bit more. So fast forward.
Eating you. You've been a total bitch ever since you arrived in New York.
Oh, right there. Go back. So she says you've been a total bitch ever since New York. But watch this face right here. I'm gonna pause it.
You've been a total bitch ever since you arrived in New York.
That right there, boy. You said what?
That's why old boy told me I had a very expressive face.
You
Expressions.
said what you say? That's what that face right there. I bet this poor little white girl was scared out of her mind.
No, she wasn't.
Like, oh shit.
I can say the same about you.
I've simply been reacting to you.
Oh my God, Cece, don't you get it? We don't have anything in common anymore. It happens to the best of friends, and it's happened to us. We've grown apart, and it's time we accept it.
You're wrong.
And now, right there, I think you went a little soap opera-y.
Because I didn't know the lines.
Because I'm even to how you enunciate, your mouth is barely opening, and then the way you shake your head, you don't talk like that. But it
Okay.
was it looked soap opera-y. But I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be,
To the
right?
best of friends, and it's happened to us. We've grown apart, and it's time we accept it.
You're wrong. We haven't fallen apart. We haven't grown apart. You've fallen apart.
I don't wish to pursue this. Take care, Cece.
I don't
Oh, no, you
know my
don't, you
line.
stuck-up little witch. You're not getting off that easy. When your father died, he took the best part of you with him. My
I was
best
supposed
friend.
to look like I couldn't breathe.
You tried to be an interesting person for a while, but you couldn't take the heat. At the first sign of trouble, you caved in, reverted back to
you
type.
doing this look good.
You're nothing but a
Like, look here,
small-minded,
let me just let
tight-ass
this
little
little chick
snob these
talk.
days.
And how would a pretentious little climber like you know that?
Experience. And I know what's eating you, too. Plain old-fashioned jealousy.
Jealousy? Of what? Your raw ambition? Your new money?
Yeah.
Your
Get it now.
marriage of convenience?
Know that look too. Know that look too. And scene.
And scene.
Scene.
Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here and watching that. That was homework assignments. I am done with homework assignments.
Finn says someone finna catch some hands.
They didn't let us. We in class today. We got to look at other people's, and most of the other people got 2 and 3 takes.
Oh, really?
Yes, we didn't get but the one take, and hers
You
is
got
worse.
caught. You got caught on the budget cut. Is that what it was?
Hers is worse than mine because somebody stumbled and tripped in hers, and he was like, "Keep going," and that's what she has to work with if she didn't get it edited. The other girl, because the other side of it was the camera was facing her, of course.
Right. This is a multicam shot, but it was only shown with the one cam here for educational purposes, if you will, for the extended family. But you're getting a lot of praise here from our live watchers and live stream chats into Fractal's raw talent.
Thank
she
you.
says
I
outstanding. Finn says bravo, and it looks like YouTube just took a dump over there. So.
Yeah, it did. But it was fun. And like I said, it was classwork, and I've learned a lot. I keep being told over and over and over and over and over and over that I am enough. I don't need to be extra. So that is what I will be working on more than anything, is that I will just work with Phoebe and who she is and lose this weight. So
John says, "Don't walk up on these streets." Yeah, man. We ain't messing with this chick. Nope, not at all.
And see, I just look
Not
to
at
me.
all.
I just look like this innocent person that you have just said something out of the way to that is trying to take it up for herself.
I watched that video and I was like, ooh. and you know, and this was just at the beginning, and I said, ooh. And then it kept going, and I was like, ooh, this chick.
I did the line reads with you too.
I was like, that chick about to get it.
It was so much. It was funny because I would not be invincible without the kids and mess up them lines, and we laughed like hell in the classroom. But that happens. It happens in TV. Call them bloopers.
Yes, this is true. This is true. And anyway, I just wanted to share that. There's a lot more stuff that we could talk about, but we're only going to keep folks here for an hour or so, roughly. So we're going to get on up out of here, and I'll just move those notes from for next week, potentially, if they are still applicable, because, you know, sometimes things turn into stale news, if you will. Actually, I do want to give a shout out I wrote a blog post on
She gonna rewatch this episode.
She said, say what now?
Cinder Fractal said, I'm gonna rewatch this episode.
We appreciate you rewatching the episode.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I did a blog post on at Pruitt.com/blog, and I was talking about the Boya mics. So, and that's this little lavalier set of mics that I'm holding in my hands right now. You know, I've talked about a similar mic before, and I got to tell you, they reached out to me and it's like, well, you want to check these out? And initially I wasn't very interested, and I told them I'm really not interested because it's a mic and everything is sort of plateaued now as far as that mic tech goes. But I got to give them credit where credit's due. It did do some things quite nicely, and go check it out. Boya mic. on my blog, antpruitt.com/blog. Now, they got another product out there that they also wanted to send to me, and this is this Boya Link 3. And you see these things, they're tiny. Let me show you my screen there. They're freaking tiny. And I have no use for something like that. They're microphones, but they're the size of a button.
I will lose that.
Exactly. Gone.
In a moment.
The second I open the box.
Will.
The second I open the box,
just think how many people can keep up with AirPods.
Yeah. The second.
And
look
those
at that.
are smaller.
That is a tiny, tiny microphone.
What, does it stick to your clothes?
Yeah. But these do too. But I'm like, nah, that's too small for me, and I don't want to take the chance of ever having to lose something like that. They have their place. Don't get me wrong. You know, studios or what have you, they would love that instead of having to stick them in the hair and things like that. So, yeah, that's okay. But yeah, check them out. Check out my blog anyway. I appreciate that. All right, everybody. As we've mentioned before, we do this show each and every week. We try to do it on Wednesdays if schedule permits, but this time we had to do it on a Thursday because schedule didn't permit. I was at a ball game and she was somewhere else yesterday. But things are going to get a little bit different now because there's no more school for somebody and they got rehearsals that's going to start. So it's probably going to be a little messy here and there, but just bear with us either way. If it comes down to it, I'll do a show solo just like I've done before. I definitely want to try to get this stuff out every week. John Helm in the chat says, what was in that mug? It's wine. I have some, yeah, believe it or not, I have some Pinot Noir wine in my mug.
I was like, ew, you put it. This man loves his firstborn son.
You bougie much over there?
No, but that mug is special. I thought it was. It only deserves champagne. It only deserves champagne.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. If y'all could see this thing in person, it's something else. But I'll just show it to you right there.
You can. It's blinding.
There we go.
Still blinding.
But this thing, it was supposed to be a bowl, but you can see it's not big enough
He
for
said,
a bowl.
I'm gonna put this thing on the side of me.
And he's like, well, maybe I'll put a handle on it.
And you gotta have some big hands because
The handle.
the handle is big like a bowl.
It's big. Hold on, let's do this.
Like it's made for a
we gotta
bowl.
do
I
this.
don't mess with it.
Yeah, let's let you hold it. Just to show scale. All right, so now hold it up to your camera. Your camera. Look at that thing.
These are not. They're not. This
And-
is big.
And notice her arm is shaking because it's heavy.
Yes, it's heavy. Oh,
And she's
shoot.
spilling wine.
Biscuit got it.
Biscuit got the wine. Oh well.
It is very heavy.
All
You
right,
could eat
folks.
cereal out of that.
Yeah, it's a big one. All right. Thanks again. Please feel free to share this show with any and everybody that you know. I don't care if you love them or hate them. Just keep sharing it out and telling everybody about this stuff, because we want to continue to grow the audience and continue to work on getting sponsorships and things of that nature to help support this here endeavor and business of ours. Again, patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt for the extended family. Join for free if you want, or join one of the paid tiers. And also, speaking of Patreon, let me cough real quick.
John says, so you drink
bowl wine out of a bowl of wine. Yes. Tonight I'm having a bowl of wine, John. This dude, you're killing me. Speaking of Patreon, I want to give a shout out to my homie in the chat tonight, Finn. Check out his Patreon too. He's on the Jam Hole. We've mentioned his show on this episode, on these shows several times in the past, thejamhole.com. If y'all can show him some love, him and his family, they're getting ready to move out of Oregon because the rent is just ridiculous and it ain't nothing they could do about it. So he's moving up out of there, and that costs money. So help him if you can. I don't care if it's $5. Just go over there to his Patreon or go to thejamhole.com/donate. And just, if you do Cash App or whatever, they appreciate any kind of contribution to go towards them moving out of the state of Oregon. Because, yeah, it's ridiculous. And he's good people, and it sucks that good people are struggling with these living issues nowadays. And we've been there.
And we still there.
And battle it all the time. And, you know, I'm putting the link in the chat right there for everybody watching live. Thejamhole.com/donate.
I'm a cow.
So thank y'all so much. Queen Pruitt, anything you'd like to add before we go? Or salutations? Well, maybe not, because your camera froze again. Damn. What is wrong with that camera?
Thank y'all for being here
You
tonight.
Damn.
No, I have laughed. You got to think, what
You're
time
like
did I
way
go
back.
to bed this morning? 4:40.
Okay.
Turned around and got up at 5:45. And then realized that I didn't have to be up at 5:45 because
You might.
I didn't have to be in class until 7 because our final was at 7. But I was up at 5:45. It was so bad, Anthony, that I just turned around and went to sleep. I don't even know when I was able to fall asleep, at 4:40.
Yeah.
I'm in the shower, the little bar that's on the side right there in the bathtub. I had to hold that to wash myself because I was scared I was going to fall in the bathtub. I was so sleepy. I'm like, I just laid down. And then my nighttime medication probably just kicked in at 4 o'clock because the adrenaline came down because I finally finished the project.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight. So I'm just now really coming down. I'm done. My finals are done. No more finals.
Good.
And
Great.
I can work on the plantastic potheads without feeling guilty about needing to be doing homework. You know what I mean?
I respect that. I respect that. And happy for you. Unfortunately, that means you're going to be in the house more. So I might need to do something about that on
We
my
about
behalf.
to work.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Shout out to each and every one of you. Do something good for yourself because you have earned it and you deserve it. Do something good for someone else because not enough people do that. And know that it is okay to love you some you, regardless of all the noise around you. Y'all take it easy.
Good night.